With the Big Garden Birdwatch just around the corner, today we're going to talk about what is the Big Garden Birdwatch, how to identify British garden birds, and how to make bird feeders at home. Let's get started! Britain is home to around 620 British birds, and the Big Garden Birdwatch has been running for 40 years. Every year, people all around Britain spend an hour counting the number of birds outside their home. This data collected tells us which bird species are most popular in Britain and if there are any in decline. And this information allows us to understand the challenges wildlife face. You can identify a bird by looking at their size, their shape, by looking at the colour of their feathers, their beaks, their eye rings, and even their legs. You can also look at what habitat they're found in. For example, urban areas, grasslands, coastal areas, and finally, by their sounds, because each bird has a unique call. This bird is a house sparrow. These are small birds, and the males and the females look different. Some of the most notable features on the male includes their white cheeks and their black throat mark. They've also got brown wings with black streaks through them, and a short black beak. The females, on the other hand, are much lighter. They've got brown wings with black streaks through them, and you can see they've got a light brown eye stripe and a grey chest and stomach. These birds eat seeds, insects, worms, larvae, fruits, berries, and even kitchen scraps, and they're found in farmland, urban and suburban areas. And one fun fact about these birds is that they've existed alongside humans since the Stone Ages. Let's listen to their call. Now let's look at starlings. These birds are a bit bigger than house sparrows, and you can try and identify them by looking for their black feathers, which have a glossy sheen of purple and green. They've also got speckled white spots on their feathers, a short tail, and a long yellow beak. They eat seeds, insects, spiders, worms, and fruit, and they can be found in urban, suburban, woodland, farmland, marine and intertidal, grassland, upland, and wetland habitats. And an interesting fact about these birds is that they can mimic the sounds of other birds and other noises, including phones and cars alarms. Let's listen to their call. Blue tits are very small birds, and some things you should look out for are their blue crown, wings and tail, the white band on their wing, their white cheeks and black eye stripe, a green back, a yellow chest and belly, and a short black beak. They love to eat insects such as caterpillars, and they also eat seeds and nuts, and they're found in urban, suburban, farmland and woodland habitats. And an interesting fact about these birds is during the 1900s, blue tits would come and pierce or remove foil on the milk bottles to collect the cream on the top. Let's listen to their call. Wood pigeons are larger than any of the birds we've seen yet, and both the males and the females have a blue-grey back and black wings with a white band on the outer side of the wings. They've also got a pink chest and a green mark on the back of the neck and a white patch on the side of the neck. They've also got a long orange beak. They eat plant material including buds, flowers, seeds and berries, and they also eat insects including beetles and spiders. They're found in urban, suburban, farmland, grassland and woodland habitats. And an interesting fact about wood pigeons is that they are agricultural pests. costing the UK £3 million per year in crop damages. Let's listen to their call. Blackbirds are small birds, and just like house sparrows, the male and females look different. So the male has black feathers everywhere and they have a long yellow beak. Meanwhile, the female has reddish-brown feathers, a light brown throat, and a long yellowish-brown beak. They eat insects, worms and berries, and they can be found in urban, suburban, farmland, grassland and woodland habitats. And an interesting fact about these birds is that they are known as sexually dimorphic because the female plumage is completely different from the males. Let's listen to their call. The goldfinch is a very small bird, just like the bluetip, and some of their most notable features include their red face, their white cheeks, and a yellow bar on their black wings, and also their long tweezer-like beak. They eat seeds and insects and can be found in urban, suburban and farmland habitats. And an interesting fact about these birds is a flock of goldfinches is called a charm. Let's listen to their call. Robins are just as small as great tits, and they can be easily identified by their red-orange face and chest, which is bordered with grey, and also their pale brown crown, back, wings and tail. They eat insects, seeds, berries and soft fruits, and they're found in urban, suburban, farmland and woodland habitats. An interesting fact about robins is that they are extremely territorial over their food supply, and so only one robin can be found occupying a single garden. Let's listen to their call. To make a cardboard roll bird feeder, you need twine or string, a cardboard roll, seed mix, lard or soot, and 2 sticks. First, make 2 holes at the bottom of the cardboard roll for the twine, then make 4 holes at the other end of the cardboard roll to fit the sticks through. By inserting the twine or string, this will allow you to hang up your bird feeder, and by inserting the 2 sticks, this provides the birds with a perch. Using a knife, spread the lard or soot onto the cardboard roll. And finally, using a spoon or your hands, spread the seeds onto your cardboard roll. And now, you can hang your bird feeder outside. To make an orange bird feeder, all you need is seed mix, twine or string, and half an orange with the pulp removed. Pierce 2 holes into the orange and place the twine through the holes and tie a knot. Then fill the orange with the bird food and hang it outside. To make a bottle bird feeder, you need twine or string, a plastic bottle, seed mix, and 1 stick. Firstly, wash the bottle with boiling water and remove the label if you can. Then punch 2 holes at the bottom of the bottle and insert the stick to create a perch. Around 4 centimeters above each perch, make a small hole around the size of a 5p. If it's any bigger than this, the seeds will fall out. Finally, pierce a hole at the top of the bottle and insert the twine to create a hanger. Then, using a funnel, you can make a funnel using rolled up paper. Fill up the bottle with the bird food, and it's ready to hang up outside. Some things you need to be careful about when making bird feeders is to take care when cutting the plastic. If it's too sharp, it can hurt you and the bird, so make sure it's as smooth as possible. Also, make sure the bird feeder is washed well before use, and replace it regularly to make sure it doesn't become contaminated with bacteria, which can harm the bird. And finally, after you've used a bottle or roll, remember to recycle it. Thank you for listening, and good luck with your bird watching this weekend.